Shut up, freshman.
Wait, what? You guys get fucking Crunchyroll awards for subscribing to me? Oh,
Yo.
Flavor Flav.
Shut up, freshman. Fucking loser.
Hi, SpongeBob. I'm gonna kick your butt. Damn, shawty, that shit hit. Turn the music down. I don't know how fucking loud it is. I can't tell. It's pretty loud in my headset. Mm-hmm. Nardwar. All right.
We are at Boqueria Market. I promise you.
No, bitch. That's not what I fucking typed. Dumbass. When you're not a robot. Alright. Shit. Now we good. Turn my headphones on. I'm about to rap. Yup. Skiddly dude.
Damn, shawty, that shit smell funky.
Damn, son, where'd you find these? Up my ass, Dad. They were up my ass. I'm so proud of you. Because your parents never told you that. I didn't do the camera again. No, I'm kidding. Where does the bird? Oh yeah, the camera does have a leg. Maybe it is ketchup. Ketchup. I love ketchup. Whataburger. Ow. Whataburger ketchup. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. That should be good. Sorry for adjusting. Yo, what up, pimps? What up, players? What up, radical dudes and ladies, dudettes, dudes and dudettes? I'm so fucking pale. Whatever. Oh, go outside. Fuck you. No, I'm kidding. I do go outside. I don't go outside. Someone help me. Help. 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 You guys remember that shit? Help. Those little guys in Banjo-Kazooie? Help. These guys. Jinjos. Wait, is that what they're called? Help. Help. Jinjo. Damn that shit. It's too bad it's a racist term now. It's too bad Jinjo's racist. I'm kidding, it's not. That I know of, it could be. Who knows? Fucking Jinjo rubs you the wrong way, you could get upset.
Shut up, freshman. Fucking nerd. Fucking loser.
Remember when those, like, when bullying in movies was cool? You know, like Revenge of the Nerds? What was the main bully? There was obviously, he wasn't like the main bully, but like the fucking big strong bully. The ogre. I think sorry, his name was Ogre. Right? That's Revenge of the Nerds. Am I tripping? Yeah, this guy right here, that's Ogre. Ugh! And he would stand over there and be like, nerd! Nerd! Just like that. You know, he could see his face. You could see his nudes too for $12. Send me $12. This guy's nudes. And mine. Just kidding. It's a penis I found on Google Images. That's what you do, fellas. If a girl asks you for a dick pic, Google image, send it. Come on now. Send her something tiny, actually. Send her a small penis. Send her a small penis. Ladies love small penises. I don't know. Send her a small penis. She'll have low expectations. Low expectations, small penis. That's what we need. We need women to lower their expectations. That was fucking loud. Oh, I just ruined the whole facade. You guys saw behind the curtain. There's nothing behind the curtain. I can't. My arms look like banoodles right now, but I can't flex because my fucking biceps hurt so bad. Well, they don't. I just did biceps. I worked out for like fucking full 5 hours. It was stupid. Ridiculous. 30 of that was talking, but 4.5 is a lot. People used to love Revenge of the Nerds, dude. Rick Moranis got so famous. It's crazy. He was so famous for like all these comedy movies, and then he did Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and all that stuff. Then he just walked away from fame because his wife died and he wanted to raise his kids. What a good dude. Good dad, good dude. Shout out Rick Moranis. I think he's old right there. Actually, he you know what? Honestly, that's a little bit of a glow up if you ask me. Little bit of a glow up. Revenge of the Nerds, good movie. That's back when like Animal House. That's one of my favorite movies. Back when movies like that, like National Lampoons and stuff, was like a lot of just super popular. Like, look at this still image. You can just so old. What year did this come out? If this were made today, this guy would be Bobby Lee. This would be Andrew Santino. Let's do it. Revenge of the Nerds, Bobby Lee, Andrew Santino remake. That would be fucking. Actually, that would be hilarious. That'd be fucking awesome. They're a little too old to be fucking nerds in college, though. A little too old. Wait, that's not Rick Moranis? I'm fucking dumb. Why did I think that was Rick Moranis? They look alike. I'm tripping, bro. That's not even Rick Moranis. That's so funny. He was also in Spaceballs and Little Shop of Horrors, Ghostbusters. Dude, this motherfucker. Look at these movies. Flintstones, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Spaceballs. Dude, these are classics. Okay, not the Flintstones, the movies. Isn't fucking Rosie O'Donnell in that shit? How? I got a question. Damn, I thought that these guys were the same person. That's so fucking. I mean, I'm tripping. This guy's definitely better looking than Rick Moranis. But like right here, nah, never mind. He's got more of the. What's up? Like overbite, over the lip. Oh, there's the ogre now. He looks like a fucking biker. Yeah. Or Vietnam vet. What happened to my fucking... Alright, good. We are live on Kick. I just had to make sure. Huh. Oh, yeah. I didn't stream yesterday because my internet's been out for fucking 2 days. There was a tornado here. So, I apologize. I'll stream more this week. Probably on like Saturday and Sunday. That's probably why there's nobody fucking watching. I need to get better at Twitter. I know. I need to tweet. Fuck, I was gonna look something up and I forgot. Alright. So, speaking of bullies and shit. You guys remember the video game, The Bully? I've played it before. It's really fun. I think they're making another one. Rockstar Games. Grand Theft Auto, baby. Grand Theft Bully 2. It has a really low score on Google Play, which is crazy. Because it's a fun game. I have something in my neck that I need to get removed. 2006? Damn. I remember trying to rent this at Blockbuster. My parents wouldn't get it for me because it was rated M. Yeah, Blockbuster. That used to be a place where you could go rent stuff. Video games, movies. Before Netflix. I remember back in the day, Blockbuster. Anyways, remember the 90s? Yeah, I hate shit like that. Who fucking, like, move on. Yeah, I remember all that stuff. Cool. Nice. Nice. I've heard they're making a second one. Was in development. Canceled. I thought I heard that they were bringing it back. I think that game would sell pretty well. I will say, with all the anti-bullying campaigns and shit nowadays, isn't that what Michelle Obama did? You know, like, every time there's a president, you have your first lady, and maybe one day first man, first husband, I guess, first dude. Let's look. Oh, that's like one of the first things searched. If a woman's president, what is her husband called? Her husband's typically first gentleman. That's fucking so silly. I want to be the first gentleman. I want to be the first gentleman. And then I can say I was the first gentleman. I'm the first gentleman. Then I can hit people with "milady." And then they'll be like, "Hey, have you met Matt? He's a veteran." And I'll be like, "Milady. Milady. Milady. Milady." So, moving on from that shit. What does Google think a bully looks like? Well, first, it's a dog. So Google, I just typed in the word bully. That kid's a bully. Look at him. He's fucking... Is that real? Fucking step on that shit by accident. There's literally... I'm gonna... This kid's a bully? Okay. I'm just saying, you know, if we notice anything at all. You see? This is a fucking, this is hella boring. So, this is dumb. Anyways, anti-bullying. What does anti-bullying look like? It's usually cringy. I hate bullies. But I will admit, I wouldn't be where I am today if I wasn't bullied. It's almost like unnecessary evil. But you can't be like, oh yeah, dude, the fucking bullies are like, we need bullies. We need, like, and then you can't, like, praise the bully as if they're a good person, because they're not. And usually bullies grow up to just continue being a bully. And people just grow up to continue getting picked on, and it's either you learn how to stand up for yourself or you're fucking screwed. But if you do learn how to stand up for yourself, I learned it. It took forever. The best way to end bullying usually is just ignore it. Ignore them. Take away the power. Because the second you react or like act like something bothers you, people just hone in on that. Especially the internet. If you act like something bothers you on the internet, more and more people, especially in like the comments and like anything, they'll eat you away. Like, look at a perfect example. I got a perfect world of t-shirts that Josh, I think his name's Block, something like that. Sorry, my arm is spazzing. My muscles are spazzing. I don't have muscles, I know. I'm trying to get some. My biceps like locking up. What'd you do? Throw something under the fucking TV? What are you doing down there? One sec. Let me look into the fucking. Let me look into the TV for her. Something under here. My arms are locking up. I think I'm a little too hard. I can't see, and you're bothering me. You see, you're bothering me, and I don't know. I was gonna go off on a spiel. I can't think of it. It's just making my arms worse, to be honest. I'll get over it. I haven't drank enough water. I'll make sure to do that. Let me look into the TV real fast. Lo and behold. Wait. Whatever. Oh! There's nothing under here. Yeah, there's nothing. No. Nothing. There's nothing under there. Don't give me that look. Good girl. There's nothing under there.
There is something under there.
I'm just kidding. It's the boogeyman. Stop, please. Stop it. Okay? Fucking shit. Anyways, my perfect example of letting shit get to you is the World of T-Shirts guy. What is it that they? Oh yeah, they're like put the fries in the bag, bro. And then or they'll I don't know what else they do, but like people will go up to him and then say all this shit. And then he fucking obviously lets it affect him. If he just ignored it and kept moving on, be like, yeah, haha, funny joke. Or if he, literally a good reaction would just be if he made like a fart noise. If somebody insults you and you just go, and then walk off. Or if somebody insults you and you just go, womp womp, or something like that. It let him know, like, oh, wow, good one. Fucking real cool, dude. Just make him look like an idiot. And then walk off. If he did that, people would stop bothering him. But since he reacts, people bother him. World of T-shirts. Yeah, we'll just look that up. 20 versus 1. I was just gonna look up public freakouts. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna look up. Yeah. Okay. So.
Let's put the fries in the bag.
So, okay, first off, you can't sue someone for saying put the fries in the bag. But, like I said, if he didn't react, no one would care. Look at this guy. Who's this fucking meth head he's with?
Just
If
put
someone
the
that looks like
fries in
this
the
is telling
bag.
you to calm down, I think you need to reevaluate.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Shirtless. Did he just kick that guy? That's assault. Okay. In my opinion, shit like that's not assault, but legally.
Yo,
Okay.
he just punched him. He just punched him in the face. Did he just kick you? What the fuck was that? He punched the guy.
Josh, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're losing it, bro. You gotta apologize to these people.
He doesn't really need to apologize. He's.
Josh, put
But
the
why does
fries
he
in
act
the
like
bag!
this? Autism isn't an excuse.
Josh, you're kicking people you don't even know.
Why does he fucking run like that, dude?
Why does he run like that? And I'm not making
Leave him
fun of him.
alone, Josh.
We're just observing.
Why are you kicking that car?
You think he acts like this? He could just
Josh,
act. Okay.
you gotta go.
There is another thing. If you act like this and you do get a rise out of people, and then they continue and you continue to engage, he could just be outsmarting everybody and doing this on purpose because it does cause people to engage with his bullshit. Because what is his content? He just gets hammered drunk and fucking takes people around in New York and then gets into arguments with everybody he sees publicly. Wow. That's any drunk person, any alcoholic, that's their behavior. So we could just fucking go to like 6th Street in Austin or downtown Dallas or wherever the hell you want to go and fucking film drunk people and you'll get the same type of content. But I think he could be faking, because if he is actually smart enough to understand when he freaks out he gets more engagement, obviously those videos do better or whatever. So continue freaking out to keep getting money. He was on that Matan shit, and he said he makes $250,000 like a year, a month, or some shit. He's like, I need to make more money. I deserve to make more. I have this many followers on TikTok, so I should make more money. Bro, you make $250,000 for doing this shit? Fucking, you should be thanking your fucking stars, like, or God or whatever. That's insane. For you to make that much money just fucking doing this.
Go back to your grandfather's.
No.
We're not working together for a week.
$1,000.
I can't.
That's a lot.
You gotta go home to your grandfather. You're losing it. You're not cool later.
That's
I can't encourage this behavior.
It's not
Go
my
home to your
fault.
grandfather. I'm not streaming with you for a week. I love you. Get off that car, bro.
It's not my fault.
Yo, he's stay on the car. Yo, he's gonna break that shit.
This is sped up, dude. You can tell by the- is he on something? It would be pretty funny if he just fell straight. He could go to jail right now. Isn't this the guy who told him to calm down earlier? Why is he recording?
Josh, get off.
Okay, so the guy recording currently is the top frame, and then
Get the
guy,
fuck off that
the
car, you
troll is the
lunatic.
bottom.
I'm not a lunatic.
Josh, what the fuck is wrong with you?
The dude, this guy's not helping at all.
You gotta take care of yourself better, Josh. You're losing. Get off this person's car.
Care of yourself, Josh. While he's fucking, yeah, he's
Okay.
Why would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that?
Because of what he said.
What did he?
This is just so stupid, dude. It doesn't even make sense. Autism's not an excuse. Public freakouts. I don't know. I mean, you know I have to click the top one. Oh shit. I got these instead of using the person.
Jennifer has her hands full dealing with the neighborhood's HOA,
I already don't like the announcer's voice. I said announcer, you know what I
who
mean.
sent this woman over to complain
narrator.
about her children being
I don't
too
like my own voice
noisy
either.
during their backyard Easter egg hunt.
Somebody told me I had a soothing voice the other day on video games, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? You want a kiss?
What do you think? Was this a bona fide Karen encounter with a melodramatic HOA,
Sorry that I
or
keep
should
moving my arms
Jennifer
around.
be a more sensitive
The
neighbor?
muscles keep locking up.
We're not allowed to enjoy our home, not in the least little bit.
Can I say something, please?
Yeah.
I just want to say that when you live in an area,
Do they have a handicapped person? I'm basing that sheerly off the porch and the rails, and it looks like a ramp.
like our homes with
I don't
very
know why that's
small
pertinent
lots,
information, because it's not.
you have to be considerate of neighbors.
We are being considerate.
You're not
They're
being
not in the backyard
you're
hardly
not
ever.
You're not being considerate.
But on holidays
you're
they
not
are.
Being
I take shits in my
considerate when you're
backyard.
letting your kids scream at the top of their
I don't
lungs, and the
have a backyard.
neighbors cannot sit outside and enjoy the day. That's all I'm saying. When we were kids and running around, at least when I would scream like that, my parents would say, "Shh, you can play, but you've got neighbors around."
Okay, I get the situation now. She's mad that the kids are being too loud. Dude, kids are loud as fuck. Especially outside. They're screaming. They're being so loud. I had a house, I won't say the state. I just moved like a year ago. The kids would be loud as fuck on weekends, just playing. Whatever. It's like whatever, dude. They're little kids. Kids are gonna be kids, man. You know, kids are gonna be kids. You don't fucking Tell them to shut up.
Be considerate
Hey,
of your
kids,
neighbors.
shut the fuck
You're
up.
not
Shut
being
up,
very
freshman.
considerate when you're doing that. And there's 3 people. There's one person that has
know why that's the theme of
3
today's
people have
episode. I just went
neurological
with it.
issues
And
in
so
their
does my
brain.
son. He's suffered
Well,
and knocks
maybe
a
your
brain
son
injury.
is used to
Bullying
it, but
and
there's
freak
one
outs. Shut
here
up, freshman.
that has a really bad neurological issue. Do you want to get the bill from the emergency room for that if something happens and he has to go into the emergency?
We get it. We get it.
Came in here, gave y'all the receipt, and said I'm missing a fry and a damn 10-piece. I just spent $40 with y'all. Do y'all think
$40 at McDick's? How? That's like the cheapest place to eat.
I'm gonna argue with y'all about some damn food?
McDonald's. Like, people used to brag about how Taco Bell was cheap. That shit ain't cheap anymore. McDick's is still pretty cheap.
Did you get the Minecraft?
Fucking
I ain't got no Minecraft, nothing. That's what I'm
Are
trying
you
to
McKidding
say.
me?
Just put it on my tab. I'll pay for it.
I paid for it. I got my money.
Okay.
I don't need no goddamn money.
She don't need no man.
I work every day. I need another meal. I paid $40 for it. Y'all ain't getting
I was just trying to help. I really was.
Damn, that's why I gotta help you.
For allowing her unleashed dog, who she
I will say, if you are in a public area, I know people with really well-trained dogs. I don't think it's smart to leave your dogs off the leash. And I hope that everybody that I talk to with their dogs, that lets their dogs off the leash, isn't watching or will never watch.
says is a
I don't think
service
it's
dog
intelligent.
and is objectively adorable, to wander around on her private front patio area. Little did she know the woman she was about to call out was nuts.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Oh, she knows what my name is.
Okay.
Yeah, she does.
Why do you think it's okay for you to let your dog walk on my property?
Because she's a service dog.
Okay, I will say, the recorder of the video, the way that she just approached this lady, so, what's your name? Why do you think it's okay to let your dog walk on my property? First off, you're coming in hostile. So, expect hostility.
Why is she on my property? Why is she...
Anytime you're going to confront somebody about anything, even if it's something small, nonchalant, like gym equipment in the gym or something, you need to approach it as nicely as possible if you don't want negative feedback.
Not servicing you. Yeah.
You can service me.
On my porch. Your dog is on my porch. Put it on a leash. Why is she not on a leash?
A fucking wiener dog. I will say, it's a fucking wiener dog. The wiener dog's not gonna hurt anyone. You know what I'm talking about? G-Slice?
Okay, so if she's a service dog, why is she not servicing you?
Servicing me.
No, she's not on my...
A service dog can be a more than what people think. People think a service dog is usually for someone with PTSD or blind. You can have a service dog that's just there because you get nervous in crowds or some shit. Just because you have like anxiety or like you're fucking lonely. You can literally have a service dog because you're depressed and lonely. That will count as a fucking service dog. So she can't say whatever. Let's see.
Porch, you're way the hell over here and she's not even near you.
I'm already against the person recording.
You're not even paying attention to her.
I don't need to.
I asked nicely and she got so rude.
Really?
Yes, you. I'm outside my back door.
She hasn't been rude yet.
Leave it right there, then. Thank you.
That
What?
I've seen.
I said, let's just leave it at that.
No, management's on their way. Look, she's right here. She's right here.
Let them come.
She's right here.
Let them come. Let them come.
I am.
Good.
I don't know why you're so rude.
I'm rude.
Yes.
Let's talk to the gentleman that's servicing my car.
I asked you nicely to put your dog on a leash.
Please, please.
She's thinking that... How have I been harassing you? I've been recording the whole time. What names?
What we'll do is we'll just all kind of
This girl's like, what the fuck?
break apart, we'll take some time, and I'll reach out to both of you separately, so we're not sitting here and what is wrong with her?
You are my
She's
problem.
not really being a Karen.
I was so
Person
nice to
recording
you.
is
I
more
came out
annoying.
here and I asked you to
From
put your
what
dog...
I've seen.
just for asking.
Take you anywhere if you don't have a car seat for a baby. That's a liability for me. It's a whole 15 minutes away. Again. That's a liability for me.
And if you are thinking about that, boy, have I got some news for you. Help's available. Just call 988, suicide hotline. Don't kill yourself. We all love you. You should be here. You deserve to be here. Everybody deserves to live. Well, yes. I lost a lot of friends to suicide in the military. I hate it.
Again, there is nothing going on.
There's always somebody out there that you can talk to. Someone cares about you.
Yeah, I'm so horrible because I want your baby to be safe. What if... Because you have to have a car. Somebody can hit me from the back or whatever.
Boring. Boring. What is this shit? What is this shit? I don't know. Anyways. Titties. What time is it? No, not yet. Not yet. Tony Hinchcliffe. Alright, what's going on in the news? That was risky for me to click that. What if it just showed up like a ton of porn? I clicked I'm feeling lucky and then it just shows a fuck ton of porn. That's loud. Man, that was fucking bright. Damn, that hurt my penis. Oh yeah, I have news on the fucking... I have news on the, heated interview. Here's some more freakouts.
You call it the left, I call it mainstream media in deference to my progressive...
I call it liberal media.
Yeah, I don't.
Not
in
leftist
deference
media.
to like Amy Goodman and Democracy Now! And people who really are progressive media. Mainstream media, and then there's absolute right-wing media. And...
So you don't consider Fox mainstream media?
Not when you got Tucker Carlson saying that...
It's mainstream media.
Well, considered so by people at more media...
Fox is
leaning
definitely
to the right.
mainstream media.
Yeah. But they lie. How's that mainstream? No, I mean, I might be old school sitting here, but if I lie on NPR, knowingly lie on NPR, I like detonate.
It's not about truth versus lies. It's about punditry versus reporting. So if you turn on any mainstream media news, first of all, mainstream media is cable news. So that includes Fox and includes...
You call it the left, I call it mainstream media in deference to my progressive...
I call it liberal media.
Yeah, I don't.
I will say a lot of things are like being more realized with the information age coming out. And so like older people are kind of learning lessons. And if they're willing to like grow and learn and admit they're wrong, it happens a lot. Like people are growing up, you know, old people grow up, old people you never stop learning lessons in your whole life. You never stop learning lessons. You always need to have the mindset that you can always learn something. Because if you're just like, yeah, I know everything, fuck off, shut up. Shut up, dude, I already know. I'm better than you. I know everything. I know everything. I'm the smartest. I'm the greatest. Some people might say I'm smarter than Albert Einstein. But some people might even say that I'm the smartest person in the whole universe. Smarter than any aliens that have ever come to Earth. I'm smarter. And now we find something interesting. I think we all know what I'm looking at. The foot fondler gets caught. This is pretty.
We're going from
crazy.
looking at feet, looking at
this is
shoes,
the guy that I wanna
stealing some shoes, and now we're touching people and breaking into their rooms.
The big thing that I got going on is like a foot fetish, you want to call it.
So entering their rooms and touching their feet and legs, that's this step. What would be the next step after that?
What started out as a burglary turned into a nightmare for multiple women on what should have been a relaxing 4th of July weekend. A resort nestled on the coast of Lake Tahoe, Nevada, became the center of this bizarre crime spree during the nights of June 30th and July 3rd, 2022. The events earned the assailant the nickname Foot Fondler. The escalating nature of his crimes leaves investigators asking what drove him to commit these strange acts and what was he planning to do next.
Suck them
I don't know why I
toes.
would do it. It was
What
really
else?
stupid.
Do you think you'll be able to stop?
It's August 1st in the residential
what else is
neighborhood
he
of
gonna do?
Atwater,
He's gonna suck some
California, where
toes?
2 investigators with the Douglas County
gonna
Sheriff's
chew on
Office
and
have
suck
traveled
toes,
over
and he's all out of
200
gum.
miles to serve a
That was a
fugitive
hack
warrant.
joke.
Nearly a month after the incidents that terrorized the residents of Lake Tahoe, the investigators prepare to question
I know I'm
26-year-old
drinking
Mark
water
Anthony
indirectly.
Gonzalez,
I'm drinking way
leading
too
to an
fast.
unusual conversation with
don't want my
disturbing
arms
insights and
bugging me.
jaw-dropping revelations. The following footage has never been seen before.
Are you Mark?
Yes.
Hi, Mark. I'm Detective Jenkins. Your partner, Detective Schultz.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello.
Would you mind coming back towards you?
Pleasure, Mike. Good morning. How
We're
are
going to
you?
walk this way and just have a conversation.
Okay.
Walk this way.
So, Mark, the reason that I'm here today is I'd like to chat with you a little bit about your vacation to Lake Tahoe around the 4th of July.
Okay.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your vacation?
We just went over there to, have a good time 4th of July weekend. We just went over there to, we normally go every year, 4th of July. We went boating and
The
just
4th of
things
July.
like that. Wanted to have a good time. That's it. Nothing too big.
The officer is well aware that Mark's definition of a good time goes
Sucking
beyond
toes.
boating on the lake. But before she
And that
confronts him
fucking
with
hurt.
what
Did
she
you guys hear my
knows,
elbow
she
crack?
first
Holy
informs
shit.
him of his Miranda rights. But
My
Mark
penis is so
chooses to be
small. Please help me.
anything
It's too
but
small.
silent.
I can't
So
get
I'd
any-
like to
My
talk to you
penis
about
is
some of
fucking
your
tiny.
activities
I
while
need
you were
help.
up in Lake Tahoe.
Okay.
Okay. Specifically the rooms that you went into of the women and touching their feet. And before you tell me that you didn't do anything like that, I'm
When
going to
I
tell
was
you
born.
this is your one opportunity to be straightforward with me.
Yeah.
Okay. I know that it was you because you left your fingerprints behind.
According to victim statements, on the nights of July 2nd and 3rd, Mark entered 2 separate rooms at the resort through unlocked
This
sliding
wolf
glass
logo that's
doors.
just over
One
the
woman
video.
described waking up as her blankets were being lifted
so
from her body,
stupid.
while another
First
was
off, it's
awoken by the
stupid.
sensation of someone
And
rubbing her
cringe.
legs
I don't
and
know.
feet.
The young generation now, I guess, don't think wolves are cringe. When I was growing up, people that wore like wolves on their shirt and shit, they were like fucking weirdos. Kind of like the horse girls. I don't know if you guys know what horse girls are, but like girls that had like every binder and like pencil had like horses and shit on it. Their backpack had horses. Those girls were usually interesting, to say the least. Like, for example, let's say one of them's name is I'm gonna make up a name. Tressica. So, if you walk up to her and be like, hey, first day of school, nice to meet you. My name's Matt. What's up? My name's Tressica. Do you want to see me draw a horse?
No, not really.
That type of behavior is what I associate with wolves. Anyways, moving on.
The officers will soon confront Mark with more disturbing details from these incidents, but for now, they continue to question him about his deranged motive.
So I don't understand why you did those things. I'm trying to understand. I've never met you. I don't know anything about you.
Yeah.
So can you kind of explain it to me?
We might tease each other.
Just out of dumbness. Just, I don't know why I would do it. It was really stupid.
Well, and I'm sure you can appreciate 4th of July. There's a ton of women up there. Why those rooms? Why did you go into those rooms?
Every room looks the same. It was out of dumbness that I did it, and I don't know why I would do it. Just a stupid thing.
Okay.
But
Yeah. How did you get into the rooms? I mean, how did you just, I guess, pick the room or decide?
Well,
what
because every room looks the same. I honestly did think they were like the rooms that I was going to come back into, but they all look in that resort like they're all the same room and stuff. But I just went in just through the back.
Mark can't seem to decide whether he entered their rooms by mistake or if he had a more nefarious purpose. Thankfully, the officer gives no attention to his excuse.
So you went in, and then the ladies explained to me that you were rubbing their legs and their feet. What's the deal with that?
Dude, okay, what's crazy is the fucking Dwight Howard did this shit with his teammates. But imagine waking up like late at night and you just see like a 7-foot tall fucking black dude like sucking your toes. I'd be afraid.
Just a dumb thing that I have. It's like a little fetish thing that I got going on.
I don't know you, so explain it to me.
What if you
Just explain
what
it
if
to me.
that's
No
the way-
judgment.
What if this guy breaking into your hotel room and sucking your feet is how you find out that you like getting your feet sucked? Think about that. What if he did you a favor? Now you realize you love getting your toes sucked because this guy broke into your hotel room, sneakily, you know, like fucking Solid Snake, and then popped up on the bed, started sucking your toes, and you realize, you know what? I kind of like that. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
No, zero
Well,
judgment.
it's
Okay.
like a big thing that I got going on. It's like a foot fetish, you want to call it.
Okay.
And it's stupid.
Have
I know
you
it's
have you done anything like this before?
no.
Mark is quick to deny
not
it, but as
stupid.
it will soon be revealed, this isn't the first time his self-described foot fetish would land him in hot.
I will say, I always say this, I don't understand feet fetish because I don't have one. I don't understand how you can find a foot attractive. I think feet are disgusting, especially the toenails and shit. So, I don't get it. But, you know, I do kink shame. People say don't kink shame. I definitely kink shame. If you're a pedophile, and if kids are your kink, I don't agree with that. And I'm going to shame you for it. So, send them down the alleyway with the bell. Shame. Shame. That's what we should do to pedophiles. Or, I thought of a good punishment. We bring back stocks, or whatever these are. The head stocks. What are they called? Stock. Punishment. They're called stocks, right? Yeah, they're just called stocks. This shit right here. Bring this back when somebody does something that they shouldn't be killed for, but they really need to be publicly ridiculed for. Dude, put these in the fucking center of every town, and we'll put pedophiles in there, and we'll throw, tomatoes and shit at them. I think that's a suitable punishment for pedophiles. And then after that, life in prison. Fuck pedophiles.
Hot water with the police. For now, the officer attempts to figure out his state of mind and learns something that may suggest Mark's crimes are escalating.
What was the draw, or what was exciting about it for you? Was it the feet themselves? Was it the excitement of the I shouldn't be doing this? What was the deal with that?
Honestly, I really don't know. It's just like wanting to go the next step, you know? Like,
Yeah.
just, I don't know.
What's the first step?
Well, just like
I hear
watching
you say that you have
things.
a foot fetish. Okay, what
Yeah.
kind of stuff do you watch?
Just like dumb, like just random, you know.
Like
stuff
regular,
that.
or is there like I don't know?
It's just,
is there like
it's just
foot-
regular. It's just, well, there is, but I just normally just do the regular.
Have you ever done anything like that, like stolen shoes, taken shoes,
No,
anything
no.
like that?
I bought shoes from women and
Women's
stuff, like online and all that.
The officer isn't simply making an educated guess about his activities. While she's keeping her awareness of Mark's history close to the vest for now, she'll soon explain what she knows about the case in shocking detail. In the meantime, as Officer Jenkins continues to question Mark, Officer Schultz decides to call in for backup to prevent an uncomfortable situation from unfolding when a family member begins watching the encounter from a distance.
Hey, could you ask a unit to meet us over here? Yeah, we're going to be doing that here shortly. So we just, like for black and white, we got a family member that's out here just for a cover for us.
See, I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea why I would do that. It's just like a thing that I have going on, and I know it's not the right thing,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Unfortunately, no, it's
Yeah.
not. Have you spoken with someone about
I've spoken to a therapist, but like
what have you
it's
learned?
been a while.
Okay.
Yeah, a few things. How to try to cope with it. Wear a little, wristband and stuff to kind of cope with that situation.
While the use of a wristband is a documented tactic used by some psychologists to mitigate unwanted behaviors, it's interesting to note that Mark does not appear to be wearing one.
When you say you wear a wristband to like...
Well, just like if I do get into that stage, I'll normally, try to wear it and it'll snap me out of things doing, weird things like that. And,
have you been doing weird things like that for some time?
No, just watching, like I said, watching just kind of copes with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
See what to deal with it.
Yeah.
How long have you had the foot fetish?
I would say like more than 7 years.
Okay.
It's been a while.
And how old are you? 26, right?
26.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before you were an adult.
Yeah.
How did you? I guess
people just like have their own thing, Like I guess
what's
that's
the
how
first time that you remember having like a thing for feet? Like how did you discover it?
I honestly have no idea. I think I might have seen something that I liked during watching something like that, and it stuck with me for a while. Yeah, it just never went away.
After gaining some insights into Mark's compulsions, the officer circles back to the incident that brought them to his front door and refers to an earlier statement he made that has some deeply unsettling implications.
You know that you have this foot fetish, and then this was because you wanted to, I think you said, take the next step.
Yeah.
So entering their rooms and touching their feet and legs, that's this step. What would be the next step after that?
Well, I mean, I'm not too sure. Just something going on with like
was there more that you were wanting to do that you didn't?
No.
Please forgive the personal nature of my questions, and I know it might be awkward talking to a female. If you prefer to talk to me, it's fine. I appreciate your honesty. I do. No judgment from me. Okay, no matter what we talk about, zero judgment. Okay, we all have our stuff, right? When you were in the rooms with the women, there was some thought that perhaps you were in the women's rooms.
No, just watching, touching.
Watching, touching yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, touching yourself. Okay.
No, just watching them.
Watching them.
And yeah.
Okay.
Mark struggles to get his story straight, and the officer isn't buying it.
I wasn't even sure if she was a woman, to be honest with you. Like, I just went in there and, had done this. Like I said, wanting to,
And Mark, this is the part where let's just be honest with each other, okay? I don't think that you went into a random room. I don't think that you're into guys' feet.
No.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think you're into guys' feet.
Yeah.
So I think that you probably knew that it was a woman, and I'm not judging you. Okay,
I really
I can imagine.
because it was so dark.
So did you just randomly start checking doors and find one that's unlocked, or what? How many times do you recall doing that? Obviously, I know the answer, but I'm going to see if you can be honest with me. How many times do you recall doing that? Going into a woman's room, rubbing her feet and her legs, or trying to.
This is the only first time I've done it there.
Mark's heavy emphasis on the word there is troubling to say the least, and begs the question, was it really his first time?
When you were up in Tahoe, I understand that. How many times while you were there?
Please be gentle.
Just twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you try to get into another room, but the door was locked?
No.
There was actually 3 times.
Just once that I went in.
Okay.
For the one that was open.
This would turn out to be a lie. Mark may have been stopped due to one locked door, but it did little to slow him down, as he brazenly broke into not one, but 2 other rooms.
Okay, you went in the ones that were open. Okay, so 2 times, and then only went in the ones that were open.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, you kind of hit the nail on the head going into a woman's room without their permission, touching them without their permission. That's a crime. I'm sure you understand that.
Yeah, I don't know why I would do it like I said. It's like stupid.
No, I hear you. I hear you what you're saying, and it sounds to me like this is something that you've been kind of battling for some time.
Yeah.
Are your parents aware of the struggle that you had? They are. Okay.
Yeah.
Do they know what you did in Tahoe?
Yeah.
Did you tell them?
They did.
Okay. When did you tell them?
Well, they found out. I didn't tell them.
Oh,
they found out.
How did they find out?
To get sexual
It's my sister told them, hey, there's this thing going on over there.
And then they figured it out.
Yeah, because
through the
news.
My past.
Yeah.
Sexual
satisfaction. So your sister saw the news.
Yeah.
Kind of called you out on it.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, why don't you call me? Why you make me drive all the way here? Why don't you call me? Come on now.
Scared.
I know. I get it. I get it. And I understand where you're coming from. And unfortunately, you are going to have to be held accountable for your crimes. Okay. So I have a warrant for your arrest. Okay.
He should have been detained at the beginning of this conversation.
I do appreciate your honesty. Thanks for the conversation. I think that goes a long way to speak to the kind of man that you are. A lot of guys would just stand here and be like, I don't know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
The discussion between Mark and Officer Jenkins is far from over, as he has more jaw-dropping confessions to share. In the meantime, Mark's father has seen the handcuffs go on and has finally decided to get closer to the situation.
Dad's coming up behind you. Do you want me to inform your dad of what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
FF, it's like
Hi, Hi. So he informs me that he's already spoken with you about the things that he did in Tahoe.
What he did?
While Mark's father claims to be unaware of the events, what he says now.
And not the fucking the car's gonna show up. How do you spell it too? That's what I thought. It's a boring state, right? Oh, Lake Tahoe? This is not a boring state. Where is it? What states are on there? California? What's the other state? Oregon? Oh, Nevada. Well, okay, so it's in California. So it's like really pretty. Damn, that shit's pretty. Yeah. If this is what they're talking about, because is there another Tahoe? I don't know. There's usually more than one of anything in the world. Except for my tiny, tiny micro penis. It's so small. No smaller penis in the world. I have the world's smallest penis. You can look it up. Smallest penis in the world. It's mine. So, not to brag, ladies, but I have the smallest penis you'll ever see. There's not a single person. They say it's a little baby penis. Mine's smaller. That's offensive to me. That's offensive. Calling my penis a baby penis is offensive. Mine is much smaller. It's much, much smaller. I gotta piss.
Next reveals he knows more than he's letting on.
So he entered the rooms
I'm
of
gonna
multiple
check
women.
the color of my pee stream to see
So
if
I
I'm
have a warrant for
hydrated.
his arrest. There's 4 different
Then maybe
charges.
my
2
muscles will
are
stop
burglary,
spazzing.
which is a felony in the state of Nevada.
Which he didn't steal anything.
It doesn't matter. Burglary is not stealing.
Burglary in the state of Nevada is defined as entering any
So
structure
Tahoe is in between Nevada and California.
with the intent to commit larceny, assault, battery, or any other felony once inside.
Touching another person's body against their will is a battery. Okay? So that's included in the statute of burglary.
I'm gonna go
okay?
piss, shit, come
And then battery
Just kidding.
and attempted battery. So
Whoa.
there's
Aggressive.
4 different charges. I'm sorry to, it sounds like he's been struggling with this for quite some time. So
What voice is that?
unfortunately,
Oh, that's
I believe he's escalating a little bit. I know he's already.
Ladies and gentlemen, you might, when you're trying to go to the bathroom, but then you piss, shit, come, and fart all at the same time, you have entered the Twilight Zone.
Seeing a counselor is what he told me, but he hasn't in a minute. Maybe we need to revisit that. But that's what's going on. So he just asked that I kind of fill you in, and so I wanted to fill you in.
I kind of noticed that when you were talking, you were trying to get him to admit something like a type of charge, like something that has to do with.
No, he so he has priors here. I don't know if you're aware of his history with Atwater Police Department or Merced County Sheriff's Office. He has prior contacts, and during those contacts, their cases, there was some information given to me that maybe he had been after taking some women's shoes or touching himself.
According to the Atwater Police Department, Mark was suspected of stealing women's shoes from porches and garages in his neighborhood, leading to one sergeant giving him the nickname the Shoe Bandit. But this won't be the only shoe-related incident, as a report will reveal later.
I do think that he has a fetish that's kind of got the better of him, and he's having some decision-making issues, and it's escalating. We're going from looking at feet, looking at shoes, stealing some shoes, and now we're touching people and breaking into their rooms, right?
While Mark waits in handcuffs, the second unit.
This is going to sound disgusting. I got a solution. Find a homeless girl. You could probably suck her toes. Buy her a burrito. You could probably suck her toes every day. Give her a little bit of milk. I don't know. Homeless people like milk. I don't know. I don't think that's true, actually. They probably prefer water or alcohol or drugs. Yeah. Find a homeless chick and suck her toes.
Unit Officer Schultz requested has still not arrived.
Hey, it's Schultz from Douglas County again.
I don't know.
Hey, just want to let you know we're code 4 with one in custody. Could one of your units transport him for us, or do we need to transport him to your facility?
Obviously, that's terrible. It was a joke.
The 20-plus ETA. We're 14 minutes out from the facility. We want to just go.
Yeah, I can just take it. You want to just put him in the front? Yeah, that sounds good.
While letting a suspect sit in the front seat beside the arresting officer is unusual, it's the following conversation that takes place between the two that will surely raise a few eyebrows.
You're not going to attack me while I drive, right? No. Well, you say that, but I've had people attack me while I was driving, so I just want to make sure that that's not a deal. No, you've been a...
You've had people attack you while driving? Let's roll down that real fast. I know why you've had people attack you while driving. Just based off this interaction. She didn't detain him off the rip, even though they had a warrant for his fucking arrest. He should have already been detained. So right away, you just don't do the proper steps to ensure your safety.
Perfect gentleman, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
He's a perfect gentleman.
Left?
Just
all right, you be my
treat your
driver.
Feet, girl.
He's promised he's not going to attack me while I'm driving.
Suck your toes.
I don't know. People do silly things.
As the conversation continues, the questions from Officer Jenkins veer more and more into deeply unsettling territory.
If the women had woken up, did you have a plan as to what you were going to do after? After that?
Just the same thing.
Just winging it?
Yeah.
Is this a cop car?
Did you have a thought or fantasy of how it might go in your mind?
No, not really. Yeah.
Why is she asking these questions? She's like, so, tell me about your foot fetish. I just arrested you for breaking and entering and sucking bitches' toes without their consent. Tell me about your foot fetish. Maybe she is interested. I told you, everyone, there's somebody out there for everybody. And maybe she's interested in the foot fondler. Maybe she wants to be foot fondled.
Did it bother you at all that, like, they were sleeping next to their husband?
Disturbingly, in both instances, the women were not alone. When one victim nudged her husband awake, he reported seeing a shadowy figure at
So wait. So these ladies
foot of their bed. After shouting at the unknown person, he then chased him through the sliding door, but lost sight of him shortly after.
I guess not specifically the husband, but that they were next to someone
this is
that...
the internal monologue. There's definitely somebody sucking my toes right now. And it's not Jeremy. He's laying down next to me. Jeremy, please wake up. Remove the man sucking my toes.
Have anything to do with it?
Actually, I kind of like it.
But I guess, was it more exciting for you that way because it was a little more scary? Or...
No, it's just the same.
So what part of it was exciting for you? Was it the entering the room secretly? Was it the actual feet and legs and being able to touch them? Or what was the most exciting thing for you?
Yeah, the feet and legs, yeah.
Not
entering or nothing like that.
Is there a particular type of feet or legs that you like?
That's not the only thing he'll be entering.
Not really, probably just like ones that are nice, nicely groomed. Like,
Oh, so, well, there goes my homeless woman idea.
Is it women's feet, men's feet, all
women's feet?
Just women's feet? Okay. I can't honestly say I've ever watched it. What would...
Hey, whoa. I might be a criminal, and I might break into people's houses and apartments to fondle their feet, but I'm not fucking gay, dude. I'm not fucking gay, bro. What the fuck?
What consist of?
Just doing it with the feet is all it is. It's not nothing big.
Getting
So,
getting
feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just that.
Alright. Have you ever
Like
tried
I
it?
said, that looks like
Yeah, I've tried it.
How'd it go?
Good.
Yeah, you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
She just
With a consenting partner?
Yeah. I mean, I guess that would help me out. Like,
If you had a consenting partner.
Yeah.
The officer's line of questioning is far from over, and there's still one important question about his behavior she has yet to ask.
Do you think you'll be able to stop? I mean, honestly.
If I have a partner, maybe. Yeah, of course.
Have you been in like a committed relationship where that was a thing?
No.
So you're not sure?
No. I've never actually like done that, like dated or anything like that, or like looked for, like.
So just had encounters?
Yeah. Right now, what I'm doing is actually buying the shoes from the woman online, and that's kind of coping with my problem.
After his identity in this case was revealed to the public, one woman came forward with a troubling story about an interaction with Mark.
Wouldn't that be crazy if that's how he found the love of his life? Obviously, it's going the opposite direction, but wouldn't that be crazy? One woman came forward and said, I'll jerk your feet off. I'll jerk your feet off. I'll jerk your dick off with my feet. I love doing that shit. I love giving foot jobs, and that's how I found the one. That's it. We don't have to watch the rest of the video. Cinderella story. Disney. Fantasy.
On the website OfferUp.com.
True
the truth of the matter has not been verified, and the statements made by this individual only reflect their opinion. According to her statement, Mark was interested in purchasing a pair of high-heeled shoes from her, but first requested she put the shoes on and take pictures of her feet.
That's not that disturbing. People do that shit all the time. People do that with panties. That's not disturbing. Especially that is consensual, because he paid a woman for the shoes. She wears them. Dude, I know these chicks aren't wearing all those fucking underwear and like whatever. They'll just do something to it to like make it dirty and then sell it to them.
She refused and immediately ceased all communication with him. 9 other postings on his seller profile showed that Mark was attempting to sell or give away various pairs of women's sandals, flip-flops, and high heels, which may be what prompts Officer Jenkins to ask the following question.
Is there a particular type of shoe that you like?
The biggest
Open-toed shoes. Anything open-toed.
So
I'm not into like the closed-toed or anything like that.
Sell that shit.
Right, so you got to be able to see the feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had the compulsion to hurt feet or anything like that, or did you have any thought of hurting the women when you were touching their feet and legs? Okay.
Finally arriving at the Merced Police Department, the officers prepare to take Mark in for processing. Ironically, a routine procedure will end up giving Mark a taste of his own medicine.
Lift up the bottom of your feet so I can see the bottom. Yeah. Separate your toes for me.
He's like,
perfect.
You don't have to ask.
While it's impossible to know what Mark may have been planning to do next, it's clear that his unsettling obsession was taking a dangerous turn. Shortly after his arrest in Atwater, California, Mark Anthony Gonzalez was extradited to Nevada to face charges where the crimes occurred. He pleaded guilty to 2 counts of felony burglary and was sentenced to 20 years in prison. In addition, Mark was ordered to pay the family's a restitution in the amount of $435. He was later transferred back to his home state, where he remains incarcerated at the Substance Abuse Treatment Facility and State Prison in Corcoran, California. He will be eligible for parole no sooner than February of 2032.
Holy shit.
And I went over to say, what are you reporting?
No, I don't think I'd be able to stop myself. That'd be like if they're like a suspected murder's like, if I'm not locked up, I couldn't stop killing people.
I just went away from home because.
Yeah, I don't know what this video is. That's crazy. 20 fucking years. That's like one of the higher sentences I've seen in those videos. And people do much worse shit. People do much worse shit. And don't fucking. And they get much less of a sentence.
How does your guitar player vary from Jimmy's? Forgot your brother's
guitar
name.
player?
Your guitar playing vary from Jimmy's.
Well, I'm me and he was him.
Well.
Does Stevie Ray Vaughan still look that young?
Basically, there's one similarity. He played everything that he ever heard that excited him. I play everything that I ever heard excited me. And obviously, I do respect him very, very much. He was not only his music, but his life was very much of an influence. More so the good points than the bad.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that he died because he was a druggie. I believe that he had a little help. Because he scared too many people.
How does your guitar player vary?
That didn't explain shit, but that's all speculation. Can you go further? Let's read the comments. It's just the N-word. That's what I'm saying. So they think he thinks he was murdered. Huh. So he thinks Stevie Ray Vaughan. Oh, no wonder he looks so young in that interview. He's fucking dead. I'm dumb. $54. He was 36. People say he's one of the best guitarists of all time. A lot of famous people like that die young. Oh, and fall into. Is that Greg Doucette? Okay, let's see what this is.
So would you rather be rich but out of shape, or in really good shape?
That was a stab at that doctor. What's his fucking? It's Mike something, right? That was such a stab. Why does his fucking body look? He looks disgusting. Is that It's HGH.
But not rich.
I have to be in shape. I would pay every cent I own to be in shape.
That's
like if I could get rid of all of it, if I could take a zero.
Well,
off my income, I would
I mean, it's not like I'm fucking rich.
take that in a second over gaining 25 pounds of fat. There's no way I just want to be this fat, soft.
25 pounds of fat, bro. He's like 6%.
Like my dopamine comes from personal improvement. I wouldn't get, do you know, of all the vehicles I have, the most important one is my stationary bike. By far, I would trade all my fancy vehicles and drive a Toyota Corolla from 19 whatever over.
Here's the thing. If you just lose your money or some shit, it's not like you're stuck being broke. Stupid hypothetical. I'll watch this one on my own. Oh, wait, did I watch that on stream? I don't fucking remember, yo. I don't fucking remember, swag. Damn, Spinny's 60 years old. I got guns in my head and they won't go. I like Kenny versus Spinny a lot. I like the show a lot. I love watching it. I watch it all the time. It's free on YouTube, the whole thing. Kenny put it on YouTube. Just kind of like how the Whitest Kids You Know put their shit on YouTube. Also, if you've never seen that, watch that. I watch that. You know, there's those shows you always go back to. This is one of them. I in my head and they won't go. I don't think that they're the funniest people ever or anything, and I think Kenny was extremely immature and not the most creative, but it's guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. He's alive! I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. Damn, he aged like the worst out of everyone. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Those 20 years hit him hard.
There's still time to leave. I don't think she saw you yet.
Hey, Turtle. What do you bring your backup dancers with you everywhere?
Oh, you said if I want to apologize.
What is there really to apologize?
Oh, I know what this is. This is Entourage. Entourage the movie. Dude, Ronda Rousey was about to be so
I didn't want you to have the wrong idea. You want to take me in the ring?
And then she just fell off the map.
You beat me up for a round.
Let me? You know he does box and do some cardio.
I meant like I won't fight back.
You couldn't last 30 seconds with me if your life depended.
But I feel like she's a fucking asshole. She just gives me those vibes. What in the fuck is this? First off, look at her arms, brother.
My Ring
What up with
doorbell
people
just
with hella
recorded
long-
this
This
down
is
the
the skinniest
hallway.
person I've seen.
It's
One of them.
Cinder, aren't you David?
It's Macy from State Farm. It's Macy from State Farm. We just talked on the phone. You don't remember?
Look different.
How?
I don't know. Look at the height difference. You're like 7 feet tall.
This is so fucking fake.
No, Macy, I'm not saying that to be mean. It's just you didn't tell me that.
You don't want to go on a date because I'm tall?
No, I don't want to go on a date because I'm short.
You're not short.
You said to lean down to be honest with me.
You're not that short, though.
Look at this. I'm wearing Kanzuris.
What the hell are Kanzuris?
My shoes. This is how tall I actually am.
Okay, first off, if the girl's okay with it, really, it's more important that the girl's okay with it, and then it doesn't matter. And most tall girls don't give a fuck. People think that, it's usually the man who's, like, embarrassed by it. I think it's cool if you bag a taller girl. Death by Snoo Snoo. You know, dating Amazon. Maybe fucking Boa Hancock. You know, One Piece? She's got the biggest tits in the whole show. Think about it. This is
Look at the difference.
Those are kind of dope.
He
Well,
broke
maybe
character
like
right
3
there.
inches taller.
Doing the Lord's work.
I don't care that you're tall.
I will say, she's too skinny. Look, not to date. She's just unhealthy skinny. Look, you can see her fucking pelvis, bruh. She's a pretty lady.
I don't care that you're short.
See? She's cool.
So I am short. I'm you.
Just a little bit.
I'm 6 feet. I have to get on my tiptoes to do that. You want to go get coffee still or what?
I'm down.
Cold brew?
Lots.
See, I would date a girl
I
that's
don't know if I can do
tall,
this.
but
You're gonna get a latte.
I don't care. This
You have
video
good
is
stuff.
You want
I would climb that tree. Not her, per se, you know, just in general. Is this on... oh, yeah, it says I'm gay. I'm gay, and I thought it was funny. I don't... What you thought what was funny? Guess we'll have to watch that. Not yet. Haha, tricked you. It's not time yet. It's too early to just fucking start watching. Here we go.
Just so you know, Kate had a baby and had a dad.
No, this is
In
trigger
April of
Trigger
2024, a
warning,
community
predator.
is left horrified and outraged
like
when a
me, you
woman
hate 'em.
with profound intellectual disabilities
You're allowed
is
to hate
discovered
people.
pregnant
God
at her
hates.
care home in Geneva, Illinois.
God hates.
Kane County detectives launched an urgent
hate
investigation, confronted with the grim task of unmasking a predator hidden among the very staff entrusted to
The Schmungus Among Us?
protect her. The following is based on official police records, and some of the following footage has never been seen before. According to their website, the Markland Center is a nonprofit organization providing care for adults with severe developmental disabilities. Multiple news sources state that Kate, a 43-year-old resident with Rett syndrome, who was unable to speak, stand, or use her hands, was discovered pregnant during routine medical tests.
How old?
43-year-old resident with Rett syndrome, who was unable to speak, stand, or use her hands.
Show me pictures. Oh, I'm not clicking that one. It's fucking... I would mistake these people for cerebral palsy. Okay. So that's what it is. So that's what we're looking at. Something like that.
Was discovered pregnant during routine medical tests. Investigators with the Kane County
People like that are allowed to have relationships consensually. Just FYI. So can people with Down syndrome.
Sheriff's Department compiled a list of all male employees who had access to her and
The line gets morally gray and for like an able person to be with a person like that. That's when you're like, are we pushing it? This is odd. But hey, I guess the true love out there exists for everybody.
Late
like I said.
summer
I just don't know.
2023, interviewing each one and collecting DNA samples.
Hey. Yes. Cheers.
A voice in my ears like, shut the fuck up. Just stop. You get off the topic. Stop talking about that. Stop it. You're gonna. What the hell is he doing? It's a publicist. What is he doing? Stop talking about Down syndrome people.
Thank you.
Why did I pause?
So, oh god. So I know there's abuse and neglect, and I know one of our residents was sent to the hospital that morning, so I am assuming something happened with that resident. And I also do know it was only males that have been suspended. So
Is this a cop?
You okay? Take a breath. That very serious happens.
And you're just so you're not in any trouble.
I really enjoy my job, and the fact that. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
The thought of that happening.
Brother,
very
this guy
troubling.
stinks. Okay. And like I said, nobody has accused you of anything.
No, I'm 100% aware. It's. Sorry.
No, you're okay.
I'm not crying for myself.
Is he the one who did
upset
it?
for the rest.
It's okay.
Have you ever noticed like anybody else acting strange around them, or anybody that shouldn't be in their rooms?
So, aside from the disabled, whatever this is, if this is an old person, well, 43, this must be like not a hospice. So a hospice is a place where people go basically when they're like, well, you don't got long left, you're about to die. It's not necessarily old people. It could be like terminally ill people. This seems like a place, like a care center, kind of like almost like an old folks home, but for people with illnesses. So like, and probably like severely autistic people, people with Down syndrome, people that probably don't have, that can't necessarily, disabled people who don't have caretakers, I would assume. I will say, old folk home, those people be fucking. Old people, old folks home have high rates of STDs, which is just disgusting to think about. Hey man, let them. I don't know. Whatever. So this is a different case. That's not the case.
No, I mean, we are very, I mean, we don't open the door for everyone. And as for staff, I mean, before this incident, I never thought anyone would do something like that.
That was kind of one of our other questions. Is there anybody you would think would be capable of
I would have never have thought this would happen at Markland's.
Okay.
Before they move on to question other employees, he leaves them one urgent request.
Catch the bastard.
After speaking with several more employees, investigators are left with no clear leads. However, they do learn that prior to the COVID pandemic, only female staff typically cared for female residents, a policy one employee said changed due to staffing shortages. Investigators move on, next meeting with former employee, 22-year-old Isaiah Fields.
How you doing? Good. You want to go in or just
I already know this is the guy from the thumbnail.
talk out here? Whatever you want. How'd the fights go? I heard you were out there fighting in Chicago.
Yeah, I was fighting in the Golden Gloves tournament.
How'd it go?
Pretty good. I lost by decision in the
That's
final.
a nice house.
But I was.
This guy looks like he has no problem getting laid. So it's like, I don't understand why people do some shit like this. Do you think it's a power dynamic or like an R-word dynamic? Like he has a fantasy about R-wording somebody? I don't get it. I don't understand it. This guy clearly has money, and he's healthy.
Like, I had him chicken legging.
I didn't
so
really see his face.
I'll see him again, you know.
All right, good. Good for you, man.
He was an amateur. Thank you.
Yeah. It's awesome.
After briefly meeting Isaiah's mother, they head to the basement to speak in private.
So there was
He lives at home with
an
mommy.
incident that happened there.
That's his mommy's house.
Involving one of the residents. If you can just tell me kind of what would
The hell's this? There's just a hole in the wall? Why?
When you worked there, what's the dates that you worked there?
The basement.
Like early August.
This
to like,
looks like a basement.
but definitely sometime.
He lives in Mama's basement.
Okay, early September, late September, you think?
I mean, this guy.
It was still warm outside, so
Okay.
maybe early to mid September.
When you were working there, what were your job duties?
I was
Disabled people. That's fucking crazy.
PSP,
PSP. Okay, I've heard that talking to people. They've said that before.
the personal support.
Okay.
But I was mainly in training the entire time I was there, so I technically didn't have any like duties that I had to do really on my own.
Okay.
So everything I did was shadowed by another person.
Okay, so you're always with somebody for the most part?
Like 90% of the time.
Okay.
Unless someone like left early or like
Okay.
like one of the managers that were I was shadowing had to go do whatever.
DNA test. That is if they let the kid be born, I guess. Because if are they choosing? That's a whole fucking rabbit hole. That. Oops. Like, are they gonna abort that kid?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
How cognitive?
Did you ever have any problems with
can the
anybody?
person function?
Did
That
you
was
ever
R-worded,
see
I
anybody that
assume?
you thought was a little off? Like, another, especially a male employee. You know, anybody that you thought like something. This guy's made some statements, or he said something, or just the way his interaction was with the residents.
Not that I know of personally, honestly.
Okay.
I didn't stay there long enough to
I
get
wonder.
like
I don't know this.
to
This is gonna look bad when I Google it. Can you tell who the father is from an aborted fetus? Yes. So even if they got an abortion, they could do that, go this route. So all I'm saying is, if you are like, oh, I'm scot-free, I got away with this sexual assault, they can find out. A DNA test.
Chummy with anybody?
After leaving Isaiah, investigators meet with another employee who brings up a familiar name.
Is it true that she delivered the baby? Is it true? I'm not divulging anything. It's an open investigation. Okay. So I can't go into details about that.
That was all alleged too. That was the guy in the thumbnail. We don't know if he was the one who did it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
feel
can't.
me,
Can
man.
I ask you about Isaiah Fields? That's who we just talked to. That's who we just talked to. Yeah. That's who we just came back.
Though the employee doesn't explain why he suspects him after all the swabs are collected and processed, a DNA test comes back positive for 22-year-old Isaiah Fields. On May 10th, 2024, he's brought into an interrogation
He looks older than that. It's the
where he waits for questioning to begin.
22. Fucking, he's 10 years
Yeah,
younger.
these chains hurt.
He looks older than me.
Please, Lord Jesus, come to me.
I will say, if
Please,
you
Lord
shave,
Jesus, if you live by
I
sign.
don't do this every day, but you look
Please,
younger.
Lord, make sure you get the Lord Jesus.
Investigators enter and read his Miranda rights.
Let me just start by asking, do you have any idea why you would be there right now? Okay, no clue? Okay. You know why I talked to you before, right, about the Markland stuff? So,
I never got any, like, you just told me it was a case of Markland.
okay. So what I would like to ask you, what we would like to know, if you could go over again, when you worked there for that just basically a month, wasn't that long, what your training was like and what it was like after training, like what your job duties were. If you can just go over that again, I would appreciate it.
For most of the time that I was there, it was just training, like 3 weeks. We just sat in a room and watched videos all day. That was it.
However, several employees who trained Isaiah gave a different account, explaining his duties went beyond watching training videos.
And what were your daily activities when you were training him? What were you guys in charge of?
So we're in charge of doing the CNA work, so like getting them up, dressed, changed, and then transferring them to CDS, and then repositioning them, interacting with them, and then doing the same thing, changing them, and then sending them back home.
You're training how to bathe, how to
Yes.
care for them.
Yes.
So that was part of his training as well.
Yes.
But he would have never been alone.
No.
Something like that.
How do you bathe them?
So we put them in a tub and they have a chair, and they're completely, obviously,
Submerged?
No,
Or-
not
oh,
submerged.
okay.
No, they're the water is running, or they have
Hi, SpongeBob. I'm gonna kick your
So you
butt.
basically sit like not like this, but a chair in
Shut up,
in a
fresh
shower,
meat.
and then you can take it off and
Fresh meat.
spray them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so at some point at the end of your training, were you not with the trainer anymore? Were you kind of on your own schedule during the day?
I forget what they called it, but it was like a probationary period.
Sure.
So like you were always like with someone until you were like considered like an actual nurse.
This account is consistent with what his trainers told investigators.
Would you have left him alone, or anybody for that matter, alone for an extended period of time with the resident while they're on training?
No.
Are you leaving anybody alone, the trainees, with the residents or anything like that?
No, I'm not.
They're not supposed to be left alone with the residents.
As questioning continues, Isaiah insists that he remained in his probationary period until he claims he was fired for consistently showing up late.
I just like don't really like fit in too many people.
Employees who trained Isaiah highlighted odd behavior he exhibited during his training.
It's kind of odd.
Okay.
Just in general, just like very off.
Anything that stuck out to you was odd or anything like that?
He wouldn't listen. He would always question, oh, why do you have to do it that way? And it's like, you're in healthcare. It's like, there's specific ways to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
He would like face toss some of the residents, and we have cameras in the classroom, and the angle of it all was just really bad. They would look at the cameras, it would literally look like he was hitting her. I should clarify, he never actually did. No, he never actually did.
Okay.
As the interrogation continues, Isaiah appears to become overwhelmed with emotion, and investigators work to put him at ease.
What's upsetting you?
Now will you tell us? Two.
It's okay.
They slide another milk carton across the table.
I'm here to listen.
How about
If
now?
something's upsetting you, please let us know. We'll see what we can do to help.
They're bribing him with
really,
those
like,
fucking
anything in
paper
particular,
cartons.
just-
Do they still do that?
Just
I remember
life's
being
not
a
easy.
kid.
I know.
Those cartons and you fucking open the top
That's all.
and drink
I get life gives us some curveballs sometimes.
some chalky
It's
milk,
wonderful.
baby. Hit him with the
Never
chocolate
had
milk.
The guidance of a man. My father died when I was really young.
The strawberry
I
milk.
just never
I didn't appreciate it till I was older.
really
but
had
it's
like
better.
proper guidance.
It's so bad for you though.
As one detective leaves the room to get Isaiah more water and a snack, the remaining investigator sits with him as his emotions continue to unravel.
Take a breath. You're okay. Not gonna let anything happen to you. You're all right. And I'm really sorry to hear that about your dad and stuff. Okay. But that's
When people get in trouble, they start bringing up random bullshit that they think will make people feel sorry for them.
it's all right. Don't worry. It's okay.
Fuck off.
It takes a lot for you to sit here and allow yourself to have these feelings. You know, to allow yourself to have emotion. That can be a lot, especially in front of people you don't know.
Now, let's talk about how you R-worded that special person.
I can't ask you any more questions then. No, it's okay. I'll leave you at it. She'll give you. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell them this.
What's that?
I'm reading them to tell.
Yeah, you tell them. Yeah, whatever.
Just so you know, Kate had a baby and you're the dad.
As investigators exit the room, Isaiah processes the gravity of the situation and the consequences he's facing.
My life is cool, bro. Such a idiot.
I mean, if you sexually assaulted a special needs person, you were more than an idiot.
Just give me one chance. Give me one chance. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'll do anything. I'll do a military fucking thing. I'll donate all my money. I'll be homeless without a car. I'll do anything, God. Please. Please just give me one more chance. Please. Please allow me a chance into this child's life. I'll be able to sex offenders list. I'll anything.
I think it's gonna be more than that.
I'm begging.
Multiple news
I think it's
outlets
going
have
to be a
reported
little
that
bit more
Kate
than that, and I
developed a
fucking hope it
dangerous
is.
pregnancy condition known as preeclampsia, and that the infant died after spending 11 weeks in
This is just dark.
neonatal intensive care. However, we've not been able to independently confirm these reports. According to an official press release from the state attorney's office, on January 14, 2025, Isaiah Fields pled guilty to aggravated criminal sexual assault and was sentenced to 25 years imprisonment in the Illinois Department of Corrections, with 308 days credited for time spent in the Kane County Jail. In addition, Isaiah must register for life as a sexual offender in accordance with the Illinois Sexual Offender Registration Act.
The mood up. Man, that's a dark one. That was bad. I shouldn't have watched that on stream. That just pissed me off, and like, we gotta fucking get over that shit, right? Am I right, chat? On the outside, I'm like this. On the inside, I'm like this. Is he wearing Teddy Fresh? H3, get your boy. This isn't that cringe. I don't know why his shirt is open.
Do you know who I am?
No, I can't say that I do.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Really?
People know me.
Don't you need me like I need you now? Sleep tomorrow,
If-
tonight
dude.
go crazy. All you gotta do
Ever
is
did
just
this, I
meet
would tell them
me
to shut up.
at
Planes, I hate flying. We tried to make the whole plane sing with us. I've never fucking heard this song, so you just think people are gonna fucking sing with you on a song that's not like popular? Sing the most popular song of all time. I don't know. Sing "Happy Fucking Birthday." Sing "Happy Birthday" on a flight and see if people join in with you. Actually, that's a decent idea. Sing "Happy Birthday" because people will just join in singing "Happy Birthday" because they'll be like, oh, it might be that random person up there's birthday. Get the whole fucking plane to sing "Happy Birthday" and then fucking jump out of the door.
Whoa, yo, you guys so American. Where'd they come?
It's not always about the ooh or the da or the onija. Sometimes it's just about the kimachi.
What were your thoughts on Elon Musk's hand gesture?
The same thing. He is not an.
That's a gotcha.
It's the.
Would you do that gesture right now?
Hi.
There you go.
But it goes. The hand goes to the chest beforehand.
Oh my God, bro. Oh hell no, man! What the fuck, man?
That didn't feel a little weird.
Roberto, ¿dónde está mi chocolate con queso?
Oh, that's a lovely.
Gracias. Gracias.
That was like barely any fucking queso. Did you see how big that dish was? It was like fucking smaller than a credit card. Hey, hey, hey. I told you there's somebody out there for everyone.
Hi, I'm Bunny.
Hey, I'm Z. What's up?
What's up, Z?
Hi, I'm Oliver.
Hey, everybody.
First off, this is VR. How are you nervous?
I'm Ben. Hey, I'm Elegant. Wow.
For those of
That was
y'all
him
haters
fucking-
and morons with nothing better to do with your fucking life, and say that I'm not country and I'm some kind of fucking city slicker, let me show y'all something. You see that? That's my piss. In other words, I piss wherever the fuck I want. And if that ain't country, shit, I don't know what is then.
All I'm saying is that she's 5 foot.
In Spain, they just whip their dicks out wherever they want and piss.
Something. Wears scrubs, has tattoos.
I thought she was gonna be making fun of the last guy, but she's just dead ass. Like
I
this.
may get down on one. Where you at, baby?
Where the fuck is she? Is this a military base? That looks like barracks. I don't know what that was.
Listen, you think you got it bad? You could be this guy. You only get laid once, you only get eaten once, it takes you 4 minutes to get hard and only 2 minutes to get soft, and you gotta share your box with 11 other fucking guys, and the worst part of it all? The only chick that ever sat on your face was your own mother. So cheer up, buttercup. Could be a lot worse. Have a good day.
It's just so fucking cringe. Look at the type of people that like those jokes. I don't know.
I wanna be a slave, I wanna be a master.
I wanna make your heart beat round like roller coaster.
I wanna be a good girl, wanna be a gangster.
Cause you could be the beauty and I could be the monster.
Loves this girl. Good for her. I don't know.
Hey, Mike, how old is your
Nobody
mom?
loves this guy.
What?
Nah, I'm kidding.
No,
That's
not
bullying.
like that. No, it is like that. How old is she? I come in the house, she was like, you want to eat? I said, eat what? So first of all, put my plate down and stop hitting on my mom, man.
Don't get mad at me. I don't even want to be here. Y'all the ones that want to be here. I want to go to the strip club. Man, wrap this up. Got a bunch of ones and somebody gonna get them. Miss Loretta, I'm ready for the rest of the tour.
I'm Canada. So? I have no problem. So you can fucking kill me. I have no problem. This is Indian people from India.
Anti-Indian
They
racism
have-
is on the
there's some
rise.
complex. They're better than me. Better than you. From India. Everyone has it. Don't you have Indian passport? How does it matter? Are you immigration deportation? Immigration deportation. Are you here on visa? No, wait. How are you here in Cuba? How are you here on Cuba? How are they here in Cuba from India? Immigration. Visa?
Showing white American privilege in another country? That's fucking stupid.
Visa? You have visa? You have visa? I want their names. Because I think they're illegal. Illegal. They shouldn't be here. From India. How are they not allowed here? What a fucking guy, man. Well, are they on the only people?
Only partly, I only love my dad and my mom on
Skibidi Sigma. Riz.
O tak. Co mi Polk dzwoni? Na luzie.
I don't like the music, but these aren't that bad. These are kind of funny. This is gonna be gross. Dude, people that just waste so much money thinking it's funny, or like, you know, the spilling shit, I don't know. It's just stupid. I love pickles. Ooh, spicy pickles. Those look good. I don't like pickles that much. shit's not funny. It's just stupid. This goes back to like the people trying to pretend.
Don't be shy, you can at me, sis. Cause ain't nothing worse than a pick me bitch.
Cops are funny. We get it. Your dealer's the Girl Scout and you're addicted to fucking donuts. It would have been kind of funnier if it was a donut. Then it would have been humorous. I don't understand the Viking music in the background. Alright, end the video. Alright. That's enough. Stop recording. There we go. And then he went like this. Not how you score on Instant eyebrow lift.
Now we'll do the other side because the trolls be trolling. You probably don't have a double chin, it's just fluid sitting in your face. Watch the difference in the cheekbones. It's all just inflammation. I swear this device has literally changed the shape of my face. The difference. Me personally, I've never had mine zap me. I usually use the red light. The blue light I will use if I'm having like acne breakouts or anything. But this is so good. Extra inflammation. So great if you're like stuffed up and you have congestion or sinus drainage. Use this thing every single morning. This is going to encourage collagen production in your skin, which then in turn will reduce wrinkles and fine lines. Or just use any basic body oil.
Her skin is really smooth, I will say. It's like
want it to pull on your skin. As heat, it vibrates to the touch. It is an awesome device at a very reasonable price. Y'all are pressed about the temporary facelift comment. Let's get a temporary facelift and slow the aging process. We'll link it down below. Get yourself one. It's snatched.
Everyone, listen up. If you want to pass this class, we have to work together as a team. Because together, we can do great things.
Oh, God.
I believe in you.
This is fake.
Hess, grab the books. Bo, grab the pencils. And Evan, you just be Evan.
Why would you do this in public?
I'll turn it over to you. I guess you want to say, give a quick introduction, brief introduction, regarding your, your role. I guess why you initially reached out, and then we can take it from there.
Is that dick good? Yes, kid. How good is that dick? Oh, how good is
Me sneaking into the beast's castle, but you catch the beast and Belle together?
that dick, bitch?
If you keep looking at me like
that
that,
was fucking pretty funny.
I won't show you any mercy.
a taser gun or stun gun, and I was told that you should test it out first. I'm gonna test it out on myself.
When you think you're the coolest guy in the parking lot, and then this guy shows up.
What have you tried sexually that you would never try again? I think getting sexually assaulted.
Whoever decided to put their
Anybody with the drawn-on facial hair is an automatic L for me.
hands on my kids, please come outside so I can peacefully break your legs.
Anyone's anything. I've been here. I did not read the Dude, these cops are fucking pussies. Let's be real. Just throw that guy into the bullet. Now, I mean, I get it. Cops are just so worried about getting in trouble.
God damn, you have a nice ass.
It's always Deku.
Oh, do you want to take a fucking photo, do you?
What? What do you guys think? Who's your favorite? But tell me who your favorite was.
Mother flipper. Looks like the radio's still broken, shawty. Well, what it is, ho? What's up? Every black girl need a little tongue. You know what I mean, shawty?
Seems fake as fuck. I don't think that was.
What else should be illegal for men to do? Promise this will be the last one. They should not be able to open their mouths. That's it. Jail!
She doesn't look like that.
No possibility of parole either, baby.
The sound effect will always get me. Why do so many fucking people do this shit? Or maybe it's the same guy over and over and he has a different haircut. See, it was kind of funny when he was dead. And here we go. Is this the Philippines? This is the most main character syndrome I've ever seen. And Donald Trump is the president.
I'll be alright. I'm a big tough girl.
Who is that?
Tie my own sandals and everything.
Dude, she didn't. I hate when people can't do the voice right, like the mouth to the words, the lip sync correctly. But here's another thick furry. I swear to fuck, if this thing twerks, I'm gonna be mad.
You're 19, right?
Mm-hmm.
Emma, what year were you born?
04.
Okay, yeah, I'm 04 as well.
Yeah. Oh, we're the same age?
No, I'm 20. I just turned 20.
Oh.
When do you turn 20?
I'm not gonna lie, I put her on the spot.
On January 2nd.
Hold on, the math not mathing.
Wait.
Because
his haircut looks so bad. Sorry, that's right. Nice. It's just, what is this?
You already
It
passed.
just makes it,
I
this word
turn
look
20
bigger.
next year. Wait.
You wouldn't be 04.
Wait. How old are you? Did you lie?
No.
Oh my fucking god.
What?
I've DM'd you before.
Oh my god! You lied about your age? Oh my god! Wait!
I mean, this guy just outed himself for DMing a minor.
That's kind of fucking weird, Emma. I don't know why we're laughing. Why did you lie about your age?
I meant to Jason. I wanted to talk to him.
Yo, that's not cool.
That's not cool at all. That's really weird.
I'm almost 18 though.
I don't.
But,
we not T-Nickels. I don't give a. I kicked her. Wait, she's a. No, you didn't say anything weird. I mean, yeah, she.
Oh, I said I'm a black belt in tongue fall.
Like, I used to love smoking, and I was on the toilet.
Is this that chick who has that really fucking crazy ass laugh?
Shitting. And it fell in the toilet.
Sorry, say.
Again.
Tongue.
We get it.
I used to be like a smoker real bad. Like, I used to love smoking, and I was on the toilet shitting. And it fell in the toilet. So I took it out the toilet and I wiped it off and used it still.
Oh, wait, he needs some milk.
I thought that videos like this were strictly made by Indians, not fucking Asians.
This is one of the most disgusting videos that I have ever seen in the gym. I'm sorry.
Shiznit on the barbell?
Sorry I even have to post this, but videos like this are popping up all over social media, and it needs to stop. People are sick and tired of it. Gym owners need to start being more vigilant and kicking people out for this. I had to cover that woman up as she squats down, puts her private parts on a...
Okay, Joyce Wall, chill out.
You can't...
We get it. I mean, that's like sexual harassment to everybody that's there. It's public indecency.
Welcome to the UK,
I've been to this. I went to the UK. We went to the store.
where everyone queued up today is guaranteed to spend a minimum of £50 on a one-day shop. So let's see. I'm presuming that this stuff here, come, I believe
She can do all of this without being that loud.
that this is going to be around £60, right? This looks like it's 30
Yeah, right,
worth
bruv.
of stuff,
That's
but I
that's
assume it's going
metal.
to be 60. So let's
That's
see at the
metal,
till.
bruv.
Cut.
Okay, this is the world record attempt.
This guy's creepy. Look.
Here we
He's
go.
Nice and beautiful. Trying to be nice, you know? Trying to be a better person. Is there really a world record for this? There probably is. A world record for how many Tinder chicks you can swipe?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
How do you know how many you did?
Hey, sorry, I missed your call.
It's kind of like me. I don't know how many bitches I've had sex with. 0. No, I'm kidding.
I was just calling you back to let you know that I love you.
Oh, this is a classic.
And I miss you.
Why is that on here? Anyways, time to go. Good night, moon. Good night, stars. And good night, chat. I love you guys. Always be yourself. Always be yourself. You know, I love you, chat. Everyone says he's